In today's session, we are going to continue the discussion of sodium compound. And the third important sodium compound is sodium hydroxide. Trade name for sodium hydroxide is caustic soda. And the formula for sodium hydroxide is NaOH. Let's see the method of preparation. Sodium hydroxide is prepared by electrolysis of NaCl in Käsner-Kellner cell. Raw material used in these preparations are NaCl, mercury cathode and carbon anode. Let's see the synthesis now. At cathode, sodium ion plus electron under the treatment of Hg, that is mercury, gives us NaHg, which is known as sodium amalgam. Whereas at anode, Cl minus, that is chloride ion, gives us chlorine gas and electron. So remember students, at anode chlorine gas is evolved. Now we wanted to prepare sodium hydroxide. So the further step is sodium amalgam is treated with water and it gives us sodium hydroxide. Let's see the reaction. Sodium amalgam plus H2O gives us NaOH plus Hg, that is mercury, which is used as catalyst and hydrogen gas. So this was about synthesis of sodium hydroxide. Let's see now the properties of sodium hydroxide. First very important property of sodium hydroxide, and that is it is white translucent solid. Second important property of sodium hydroxide is it is treated with carbon dioxide and gives us sodium carbonate plus water, and this reaction is reversible. So this was about properties, and the last and important part is uses of sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is mainly used in purification of bauxite. Bauxite is aluminium ore and the process is known as Bayer's process. So this was all about sodium hydroxide. We'll discuss now the last compound of sodium, and that is sodium chloride. Trade name for sodium chloride is common salt. Formula for sodium chloride is NaCl. Method of preparation is very common, and that is evaporation of seawater. When we talk about properties of sodium chloride, the first important property is it melts at 1081 Kelvin. Remember students, salts always have a melting point very high. Second important property of sodium chloride is when it is treated with H2SO4 and MnO2, it liberates chlorine gas. So this was about properties, and the last and the important part of sodium chloride, and that is uses. When we talk about uses of sodium chloride, the very common use, and that is table salt or common salt. Another important use of sodium chloride, and that is preservative. It is generally used as a preservator for meat and fish. So this was all about sodium chloride. Next thing we are going to discuss, that is uses of alkali metals. When we talk about uses of alkali metals, we'll discuss each and every alkali metal. The first alkali metal, group 1 element, and that is lithium. When we talk about uses of lithium, very common uses, it forms alloys, and the alloys are lithium Pb alloy, lithium aluminium alloy, and the last one is lithium magnesium alloy. Generally, lithium is used in thermonuclear energy. When we talk about thermonuclear energy, the production of thermonuclear energy requires lithium. So this is about uses of lithium. Second alkali metal, and that is sodium. Sodium is used in organic chemistry, and the reaction is Wurtz reaction, where sodium metal is used as a catalyst. And second important use of sodium is sodium generally used in sodium vapor lamp. Sodium vapor lamps are the lamps which are generally present in a street light, yellow lamps. So this is about sodium. Third metal we are going to talk is potassium. Potassium compounds, the basic one, potassium chloride, is used in fertilizer. Second compound of potassium, that is potassium hydroxide, is used in manufacturing of soft soap. And the important product of potassium, that is potassium superoxide, which is generally used when we have to generate oxygen. So let's see the uses of the superoxides. Superoxides are used mainly in submarines, space shuttles, and the last thing is emergency breathing apparatus, where requirement of oxygen is very high. Now we'll discuss the last metal, alkali metal, and that is cesium. Cesium is generally used in photoelectric cell. So this was about uses of alkali metals. Now it's a question time. I'll give you 3 questions and you have 40 seconds to solve, and your time starts now. So students, very easy questions, right? Let's see the answer. The first question, sodium hydroxide is formed by dash method. Options were Solvay process, ammonia soda process, electrolysis of NaCl, both A and B. When we talk about Solvay process or ammonia soda process, the compound form is sodium carbonate. Sodium hydroxide is formed by electrolysis of NaCl. So the correct answer is C. Second question, metal used in photoelectric cell. In photoelectric cell, metal used is cesium. So answer option B. And the last question, in Kastner-Kellner cell, gas evolved at anode. Options were oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen and chlorine. And the correct answer is chlorine gas. Answer option D. If you got all the 3 questions right, you got 3 on 3. Thank you.